Why is it so valuable to experience hardship?
I think it's because that when things are going smoothly, we don't have to change. Standing still in life is not good for us. Mm-hmm. We need to grow. You've seen middle-aged people who still behave like they're in college. They're desperately hanging on to a point in their life that they felt was the best point for them.
Right.
And it's sad. It's very, very sad to see. We've got to keep growing, but we don't want to. Right? It's much easier to stay still and
be comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. So we need hardship to push us out of that comfort zone and make us grow.
When I think back on the last, I guess my entire life, and I think about the most difficult experiences that I've faced and the lessons I learned from that, I go back and think, man, I wish I wouldn't have experienced them in the moment, but I wouldn't take it back based on the lessons I've learned and how much I've grown from them.
Yeah.
I think we need to decide, are we going to learn and develop and grow in these hardships? Because some of us don't. Something hard happens and we just stay stuck as opposed to break through.
Yeah, Nietzsche said, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. It's not true for everybody. You've got to embrace that, and you can't let yourself feel crushed by adversity. You've got to overcome it, and then you'll be stronger.
How do you overcome it, though?
I think you prepare yourself. I think you've got to prepare yourself by getting good at. You can't just say, when the big thing happens, I'm going to rise to the occasion. You've got to focus on the little things, right?
Like what?
You don't say, well, when I'm talking to this very important person who could change my life, I'm going to listen to what they're saying. No, listen to what everybody is saying. Listen to what the bus driver is saying, right? And then you get in the habit. Aristotle said that virtue is a habit, that you can't expect to do the right thing when the big thing happens unless you're in the habit of doing the right thing when the little things happen.
So it's really about just being in integrity with yourself every single day and doing the best you can in every moment, not just when the big moments happen.
It really is. I say to my students, if you want to do the right thing when the chips are down as a doctor, write good notes. You focus on the little things and the big things will take care of themselves.
That's interesting. So how do we use dopamine for focus, motivation, creativity, and avoiding unhealthy addictions?
I think that we will get the most out of dopamine by keeping it in balance with the here and now. Dopamine becomes our enemy when it becomes the end all and be all, right? I've got to get a new wardrobe. I've got to get a new cell phone. I've got to get a new car. But if we balance it, if we keep it in perspective, if we don't take it that seriously, if we learn how to laugh at ourselves for constantly wanting more and more and more, while at the same time accepting it, not trying to be saintly, that's, I think, keeping it in perspective is what's going to be the best.
And do you think people need to go through a dopamine detox?
Dopamine detox is very controversial. A lot of people say that that's just a fairy tale.
Okay.
Right? Because when you get hungry and you eat, you get a big, big release of dopamine. When you work hard and you accomplish something, you get a big release of dopamine. So what are you going to do during the detox? You're going to not eat, you're going to not work, you're going to not make plans to make yourself happy. You're just going to be miserable, bored, and stupid.
Right. So you can't really do that.
You can't really do that.
Maybe there are certain things you could say, what are the things that I've been doing too much of? I'm on social media too much. I'm watching too much trash TV. I'm doing certain activities maybe that bring this constant feeling of dopamine, right? That aren't healthy.
Right. We can pay attention to things that we're squeezing too hard.
Right.
Like if you're the kind of person who can enjoy a nice piece of fruit and move on, okay, you don't need to eliminate that. But if you're the kind of person who eats a candy bar and then eats 2, 3, 4, 5, you should eliminate that at least for a while.
Gotcha.
And that, so maybe we might say an unhealthy dopamine.
Yes,